We are back, everybody, in the Box 5 studio, sponsored by FJM Music Travel Consultants and Make Music. I'm Kaleb Schumann, alongside the DCI gold medalist Geer, and we are taking a rewind at some of these prelims performances here at the 2025 Bands of America Indianapolis Super Regional, the 50th year of Bands of America. Let's jump right in and rewind Penn High School.
Yes, Penn High School performing their program Mouths Wide Shut. You see right here with the set. Now, if you look closely, the wind band players are doing choreography, and they're switching from sustained movements to very percussive attack one-count movements, which requires a lot of precision. And of course, you have a flute soloist along with the color guard, providing nothing but execution and making sure that you are getting the gist of what the show is all about.
Yeah, there's lots of layers here. So you have the flute soloist, then you have the guard soloist working with them, then you have all of those wind players coming right onto the prop to further drive home the point that this is all about the flute soloist right here.
Right, using every part of their body. The flute soloist is playing excellently, but the band is making sure that you are only paying attention to them, alongside with the color guard to add a little bit more flavor to it.
Yeah, we're going to see here the effect that this stage has. It also rotates a little bit, so that will be implemented several times throughout the course of the opening movement and the show here. Getting ready to come into this opening impact finale here. More flute solo.
Yes, and we're going to make sure that, like Kaleb said, the prop is literally rotating, and you're getting that visual effect so that you can see it. Speaking of visual effect, here is the color guard. You're about to see a ripple down the line, up, and then catch cleanly right there. They did a ripple dropping down to their knees. I know I could not get back up from that.
You love seeing that when the camera's right there. You get all the ripples, boom, 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 and then that punctuation right there with the exclamation point at the end.
Right.
Continuing the theme of focusing everything on this stage, we get a low brass duet into this massive ballot impact. Swing flags banned across the field. Everything is happening here.
Yes, with the swing flags, like Kaleb just said, just providing that extra color. I personally just love how the uniforms are all just laid out here, but the swing flags, even with the length and the duality of having two, I thought it was just one long swing flag, but being able to choreograph the effect alone with this rifle makes it even more enticing to see.
Jared, you continued to nerd out about the visual package here, because then we get the rifle toss right into this jazz run.
Yes, now, Kaleb educated me, because Kaleb is a former band director. They're playing a piece called Pictures at an Exhibition. To play that piece with all the eighth notes that it has and then secure a jazz run requires a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of technical proficiency playing that classical repertoire and then doing it on the move, much less with on the move and extended technique, which that jazz running, very, very difficult with all of that technical music happening.
Right, and then right here, we're just looking at clean drill, no spaces. Everybody knows where their dot is. And of course, we have this quartet yet again featuring their amazing woodwind players. Now, as we fast forward within this replay, these same four quartet players within this group are going to literally run out and then add some more flavor to the show, finishing it off so that the whole band is nothing but proud of what it is that they just produced. You can see them literally putting their instruments down over here by side one, and then they're running, they're putting the prop down, they are running over to side two to finish out the show.
Jared, I missed that on the first run. I was too focused on the vertical lines going from left to right. I missed the soloists being reintegrated back and how they knocked over those props on their way back. Again, much as we open up this entire piece, or the entire show, we're going to finish it right here on this prop.
Right, and then the color guard, again, just showcasing the flag technicality right here with the toss, and then those same four people that were just playing literally are ending off the show, and the entire ensemble is affected by that and showcasing that within their 2025 production.
Yeah, that was a really good catch. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that you can get on a second read with these replays. You get a closer look, you pick up more details, and it's enjoyable that the Box 5 crew here is able to give us those replays so we can rewind it back and give you guys some highlights of the performances.
I loved every second of it, and I hope that you guys loved it as well.
Speaking of highlights of the performances, if you want to catch other highlights, you need to be following along on all of the social media at Box5_TV. On Instagram is the best way to catch us. When you do follow along or like or share or comment, all of those are going to be entries into our sweepstakes, which is a package up in our suite for Grand Nats here in Indianapolis in just a couple weeks. Join us for prelims, semis, and finals. All you got to do is interact with us on social media. So much band. We're getting close to the end of prelims. Really? The announcement of scores with the drum major retreat and prelims, getting us ready for finals. More band to watch tonight, and then we'll crown an Indianapolis Super Regional champion. But all that's later. We got one more band on the field, so we'll send it back for a little more band.